Hello,
Good
happy
morning.
Wednesday. We've obviously not been doing these last few weeks. We've been away in sunny Cape Verde.
As you can tell by our tans, if we still got it.
Yeah, it feels like it's fading
I
already.
saw the plane makes your tan go when you're coming back on holiday.
Yeah, the reason why we're late today, confession, had a bit of a nightmare morning. We had Aoife May wanted to get into our bed. She's never really been one to want to get into our bed, but started at about 2 o'clock, didn't it? And I'd say 5 or 6 times. We got out of bed each, I think once or twice, but then got to the stage where just go back to your bed, Aoife May.
I think as though she comes to my side, so I must be a soft touch.
Yeah, and then my alarm went off at 6. I switched it off. 20 to 8, we woke up. 20 to 9, sorry. Aoife May should have been at nursery at 7:45, and then we had a massive rush because we've just recorded an epic podcast which is going to be out on Friday.
God, please, you need to listen to this because this is just inspiring and it's going to impact the future for your teacher. Please listen to it if you're a parent and you really want your children's welfare at best. I know you probably do, but please listen to this.
Yeah, but I think anybody can learn a lot from it because it talks a lot about basics as well.
Yeah.
We won't share too much on that because that's not what we want to talk about. We want to talk about today why people get fat around Christmas. Now, we've had this thing where people say you shouldn't say the word fat, but reality is that's what happens. You know, it gets to the festive time of year. It's said 10 weeks today, not that I'm counting down until it's Christmas, and you know, even from as little as like 5 weeks from now, the Christmas period starts.
Yeah, I actually got an email the other day from where I was invited to Christmas drinks. I'm thinking, we're still in October, right?
And that's the reality of it. It's not just one day. It's not just Christmas. It's not just Boxing Day. It's like everything that comes with it. So for us, we're strong, but like, you know, the average person will put on like between sort of £7 and £10 over the course of the festive period, and it's really unnecessary. It's really not, you know, we believe that people can get all the way through the festive period, still have the social occasions, still enjoy their Christmas Day, all of the things that come with it, without putting on a single pound, provided you have the right things in place in the first place.
And the reason why it's so important to us, because when you put on the weight, so come to January and you're like, okay, New Year's resolution, and then the realisation of your weight gain, how that feels is kind of like, you kind of a downward spiral because you're kind of gutted, you're disappointed, and you lose your confidence, you feel uncomfortable, and kind of we just want to kind of diminish that feeling, because if you've got any form of negative feeling towards yourself, it's going to kind of show in other areas. It's going to kind of influence your children, it's going to influence your partner, it's going to influence your relationships, it's going to influence your work. So we want to kind of just stop that and kind of let's just kind of, even if we just focus on maintenance, that's still a huge positive step towards going into 2018.
It's like we always say, it's a new year. Everyone always, you see all these days, it's new year, new beginning, new lifestyle, whatever. It should be a time of the year where you feel fresh, you feel revitalised, you feel good, you feel motivated. But if you're going into that and you've put on £7 to £10, you feel bloated, you feel lethargic, you feel like you need a holiday because the festive period just completely ruined you both physically and emotionally. That's hard.
Yes.
That's a hard thing to start with. So you might feel, okay, I'm going to get to the gym 5-6 days a week for January, February, but you'll crash and burn. It doesn't last. You know, we've been in a fitness industry between us now 8 years, and we see the same trends every January, the same people. And it's a shame. It doesn't need to be like that. We don't want people to have this January routine, or whatever you call it, New Year regime. Yeah. Mentality, because it's not the way it should be.
And also, if you found that you've been doing this a number of years and come January it's like the same things, okay, I need to lose 10 pounds because I want to feel healthy, I want to feel fitter, and it's not working, nothing's changed, and you're going into the same Christmas period the same way, possibly even heavier than you were last year. How about going down a different way? How about changing things up and focusing on, actually, do you know what? Before actually Christmas comes, I'm going to focus on how I can sort of maintain my weight, or I'm going to focus on how I can even lose a little weight leading up to the Christmas period. Let's perhaps just change your way, because ultimate goals for us, we want to help you. We want to help kind of your mindset. We want to help how you feel about yourself. And it's not going to help if you're not changing what's making you unhappy.
So like we actually started, you've probably seen our post the last 5 days, maybe even before we came back. We've started a 10-week challenge with all of our clients, and we've actually pulled a few of them up the last few days for not filling in the forms on Sunday. And it's all about them setting themselves a realistic goal. We want to lose £200 between us, which isn't a massive amount. And people might, you know, £200, that's not a lot, but
It's not between us.
this is between the whole group, the whole community of women that we've got. And for us, it's all about them understanding. Do you know what? If you go out on a fight, like we've had this when we were PTing people would come up to this time of year, they don't want to PT first thing on a Monday morning. Well, why not? You've done it all year round. Why not? Oh, I've got a Christmas party on Saturday evening. So what? That's a Saturday evening. What we say is enjoy your Saturday evening. Do it. If you get absolutely levered on a Saturday evening and you wake up in a bush somewhere, but you don't know where one of your shoes is or where your handbag is.
You're talking about my night.
Yeah, this is one of Ellie's nights out. It does not matter. What matters is that you draw a line under it on the Sunday morning. Be active. Get the water on. Get the water down you. Eat a healthy, balanced diet and get back on with your day, your life, your routine, because it's so easy to allow like these one nights that you have coming up to spill over to be like this week, month, and it turns into like a 6 week, 8 week sort of, not binge, but like a lifestyle thing, whereas we're like, one night out isn't a lifestyle, it's a night out.
The best thing you can really truly do is kind of get back into your normal routine. Yes, it's going to be hard and you're going to feel like crap and you're probably a PT session, you might even throw up a little bit, but seriously, you need to get back into that routine, because at the end of the day, procrastination gets us nowhere. Putting it off, you're taking a step backwards. You know, you want to be taking a step forwards. I'm sure if you have a PT, they'll understand, or, you know, they might find a joke out of it. But seriously, you've got to kind of think about taking that step in the right direction. At the end of the day, nobody wants to go backwards. So if you're procrastinating, you're going to put anything off because you're not going to train on that Monday, or you're going to give yourself a few days off to kind of recover, get over the weekend, you're doing it all wrong.
Amy and Justin loving what we're talking about. And if you can't tell, we're talking from experience. It's something that, you know, we've both been very guilty of, you know, where we do allow days to turn into weeks, to turn into, before you know it, it can be months, because this is the reality that we live in now. We're facing, I believe, probably two of the toughest months of the year, because social occasions are starting, and it's like, well, why not just allow that 2-3 day bender to turn into like a six days? And it shouldn't have to be like that. You can still enjoy them social occasions guilt free. And we always say to our clients is like, look, if you're on, say for example, someone's on a 400 calorie deficit Monday to Friday, that is a 2,000 calorie deficit throughout the week. If you even eat those 400 extra calories each day and an extra 1,000 calories each day on the weekend, you're still going to be in a deficit you'll be a balance, or more or less in a balance over the course of that week. So that means that you'll stay the same weight, theory. You know, yes, you might have things where if you've eaten certain types of food, you might retain a little bit more water, but you are not going to put on body fat. You're not going to put on excess weight, because what we need to look at is calories in versus calories out this time of year. Don't complicate it any more than that. If you go and you're active Monday to Friday, you stay in a good healthy calorie deficit, and then Saturday and Sunday you think, I'm going to eat, drink, whatever I want, because it's that time of year where you should be able to go to the buffet and go up for seconds and thirds. And you know, that's what you should be able to do without feeling like you're going to put on weight, and you won't have to.
And I think as well, kind of like, people are kind of scared that they can do this. They can go to the buffet, they can have a drink. So like Monday to Friday, they're so strict with themselves. So then come like the Saturday, Sunday, they kind of then go the opposite way, because they've deprived themselves so much. There's like this unhealthy relationship developing towards things. Oh no, it's going to kill me, it's evil, I can't have it. Have a few drinks, oh, I love it. And then you kind of go the opposite way. Let's how about just kind of bring the normal kind of, yes, you can enjoy any food you want. It's all about in moderation. It's all about real life. It's all about balance. Christmas coming up, yes, you can have a drink at your Christmas party. Yes, you can even have carbs. It's not going to kill you. It's just all about kind of having a healthy relationship and just thinking sort of like longer term, like, you know, balance.
Yeah, and it's also like, when you look at it from a perspective of, actually, it's all about loving myself and having it. This is the best time of year. You should be able to enjoy yourself. Yeah. If you're on a program that doesn't allow you to enjoy yourself, we'd probably say it's not the right program for you, particularly if it's something that you want to try and achieve a longer term goal. So you need to be able to enjoy it. And then you also need to look at the factor of, when you start to sort of educate yourself and understand the basics, like we always say, track food. Even if we go out on a night out and we eat and drink loads of crap, loads of junk, we put it in on MyFitnessPal, reluctantly at first, but now we do. And for us, what it does is it helps us see the sort of impact that this can have on us. So eventually we start to then switch off emotion-based decisions of having these 6,000 calorie nights to down to like 3,000 calorie nights. And it might sound like, oh, that's still a lot, but you know, if you swap out having a beer to having a glass of white spirit with a diet drink, you're still going to get rash, you're still going to have a great night, you're still probably going to wake up in a bush, but you've spent half the amount of calories.
You stop sharing my nights out.
Because you've woken up, because you've made an educated decision, like a logic-based one, rather than an emotion-based one. And that's what we try to sort of remove those emotion-based decisions to more being like a logic-based one. And that is going to make a huge difference to the impact that this time of year can have on you. There's no reason why you can't drink alcohol. Sometimes it's making a more educated decision.
And also, sometimes it could be habitual. So, I'm not going to lie, when we've been on a holiday, we were having dessert lunchtime and evening. And
even for breakfast, I was having donuts. I was having donuts. I was having pancakes. I was like, yeah, I need to have my dessert now. I've had my 4 omelets, and now I'm having that.
So it's kind of breaking that habit, because like obviously we come home and it's like, yeah, okay, the desserts all throughout the day kind of got to stop. So it's just kind of looking at your sort of day to day. Is it all like habitual? Like, especially around Christmas time, you get the big tubs of like chocolate, biscuits and stuff, and it does turn into a habit. Oh, to have a cheeky one.
Justin's mate just asked where this amazing bush is. It's normally found about 100 yards away from a chippy. They're en route to the chippy. If you don't quite make it, you fall in the bush.
I'm sure I'm not the only one in this bush.
No, but yeah, it is. It's just breaking habits. It's making yourself aware, and you know, we hope, if anything, we can let people see the real side to us, what we do and what we believe, because you know, we make no secret of it. We like a drink, we like a social occasion, sometimes too much, and it is one of those things. And we still, you know, we stay in relatively good shape all year round because we understand the principles of balance. And it's also, we look at Aoife May, we want her to understand. My parents don't go out and have a sparkling water and a salad with no thingy. Like, I shared a post yesterday and it was like, no fun story starts with a salad. It doesn't. Let's be honest. Like, unless you really, really love salads, that's not you, then enjoy the buffet.
And it's like, you know, we've come back from this all-inclusive holiday and we're now ready to kind of, you know, get back to tracking, looking forward to going training again. It's having a healthy sort of relationship with food, but this is the most important thing. You know, I don't feel as if I had to on holiday avoid any foods. I didn't look at foods like, oh, I can't eat that because I'm going to put on loads of weight. And at the end of the day, 2 weeks away, am I really going to put on huge amounts of fat? No, it's just going to be water. I can get back to it as soon as I get back to my normal regimes. It's all about kind of, you know, being realistic and just kind of healthy.
Yeah, so I think we've pretty much talked a lot about what we wanted to do. And
now you all know what I do on a night out.
Yeah. You know, we just wanted to really let people know, you know, it's not for us, like the topic today was about why people get fat over Christmas. It's not that one day that makes people fat. It's not those 5 or 6 Christmas parties that make people put on weight over Christmas. It's the days between where we allow it to slip. So like, I only did one Christmas in an office. What I found, like, believe it or not, I worked in an office, if you didn't know, for about 8 months. And I found that it gets to the social time of year where it turns a Friday night drinks. And then that Friday night, a lot of people then spill over to the Saturday, the Sunday, and it gets to Monday, there's someone doing a bacon roll run. And then that Monday, the diet starts to slip. It's before you know it's Wednesday, or do you know what, I'll get back on it next week. So it turns into like a 5 or 6 week period where the food isn't right, the exercise isn't right, because the last thing you feel like doing after a heavy weekend was going in to be active. Yeah. So it's sometimes having someone to hold you accountable. If you find that you do easily let it slip because it's Christmas, get someone who's going to hold you accountable. Like, you know, we hold our clients accountable, but if you can't invest in coaching, just find a buddy who's going to be like, they don't even have to be a gym buddy. It's just somebody who's going to say, did you go to the gym?
You said what you wanted to do. And also, it's kind of also, this then leads into January, so you're entering 2018 like with a shock, like, oh my God, I need to hammer it now. So then you're then developing, like, you're putting too much pressure on yourself. Is it unrealistic goals? So then what's going to happen is going to demotivate you come February. Then you're going to be so hard on yourself come March. Then you're going to look at April time and be like, look what I've done, my failure. You're entering this negative mindset into yourself that you just built up just because perhaps just do things that are realistic. Kind of have a realistic goal for yourself in December. Kind of just work on maintenance, work on maybe perhaps not gaining any weight. You're still doing the right thing. And then January comes and you kind of, do you know what, I'm going to build it up slowly. I'm going to kind of perhaps just go to the gym. I want to do 10,000 steps a day. It's going to then put this a positive sort of emotion into yourself perhaps that you can achieve things. We're too hard on yourself, so don't put too much pressure on yourself. Go into 2018 with realistic mindset and goals.
And then there's also ways to kill a hangover, which I'm sure we'll share in the future, because you know, when we were away, there was a few nights where we got absolutely hammered. In fact, should we do this?
Don't share.
If we get enough likes on this video,
No, don't.
yeah, I'm going to share a photo of Ellie when we were away. It's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, what should we do? If we get 20 reactions to this video, I'm going to share the photo. I'm going to share the photo. Ellie be horrified, but you know, it was all about balanced understanding, and like, you know, Eve May was with us, but we always made sure that one of us was completely coherent for Eva May's sake. But
everyone's gonna think for me.
Oh no, it's you know, it's fun. I was obviously well enough to take the photo, so I will post it in the comments on here once we get enough reactions on it. So yeah, and it literally.
I'm embarrassed now.
But we will share things how to not get hangover, because you know we did have a few nights where we hammered the drink, and you know we never once got a hangover because we had the right tools in place, the right things to do, and you know we want to just show people that we are human. We believe we can help anybody see progress between now and Christmas without the deprivation that a lot of people feel they need to have, because you know it's all about lifestyle, it's all about understanding the basics, and you know it's having that accountability and support, because everyone has the knowledge. You know, we believe most adults have the knowledge, it's just that lifestyle understanding. And you know, the last thing you want to feel is if you've got a coach or a trainer who doesn't get it and they're like, why did you go? I've been that coach, believe it or not. I've been that coach who would be like, don't drink, go out and don't drink. You know, realistically, go out, be that boy who has you know, if you don't want to have water, have a sparkling water. That's what I used to say. Don't have sparkling water because fizzy drinks aren't good for you. And that's what I used to think and feel. But being open-minded, understanding a lot more now and educating makes me such a better coach. And obviously, and I'm happier. I'm not miserable, and I go out and I'm not miserable, and that's a massive thing. So for us, if we can share anything, is enjoy your time,
and
enjoy this next 10 weeks.
Don't look to overcomplicate anything when it comes to the exercise side, the diet side, lifestyle. Just look for simplicity, because at the end of the day, simplicity is always key.
Yes, and on that note, I think we're going to finish it up, but please get liking this video, sharing some reactions. If we get 20, we are going to definitely share that picture of Ellie. You should be mortified. It's fun, and you know, obviously people want to see it. So yeah, if we get 20 reactions on this video, I'm going to share. So if you are somebody who reacts to this because you want to see it, make sure you comment. So you'll get a notification as I put this photo up on it. Yeah, I think that's all we've got for today. Okay, have a good day, peeps. Let us know your thoughts, any questions or anything you want us to cover on these sort of Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. Let us know. We will answer them for you. Okay, have a good day, peeps. See ya.